Hey everyone, Blake Basball here, and today I wanted to film a super quick tutorial showing you how I build AI automations that work in any business in just a few minutes without writing a single line of code. Now, we all know that you could build some pretty powerful automations using a software called make.com, and combined with OpenAI's API, it opens up so many doors as to what you can do. But at the end of the day, when you're just getting started with AI automations, it can actually be so difficult to learn how to actually find and build use cases that make sense for a business where AI can solve real problems and make things more efficient and ultimately drive more revenue. So in this video, I'll share my approach to building AI automations so that you can sell to businesses or even implement yourself. I'll try to keep this as short and simple as possible, so let's just get straight into it. Now, the first step is to set up a free make.com account. Now, Make is a visual automation platform that allows you to build custom automations in just a few clicks. Now, they have thousands of app integrations of softwares you probably use already, and you can connect them together to streamline simple tasks or build complex automations. Now, if we click into pricing, Make offers a free plan that allows up to 1,000 operations per month. Or for most of you guys watching this, the pro plan would probably be the most ideal for only $10 a month, which is actually the one that I use for myself and all my clients. I'll put the link down below this video to do so. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to go on the top right over here and just get started for free and create an account. Once you've created a Make account, we need to enable OpenAI's service like ChatGPT so that we can connect other apps to it inside of Make. You'll need to connect your own OpenAI API key to your Make account so that you can actually start running these AI automations. Now, to do that, head on over to OpenAI's developer platform, which I'll leave the link down below. Keep in mind, this is a different website than ChatGPT. So you want to create an account and you might need to fill out a few questions and verify your phone. Since I already have an account, I'm just going to log in. Now, it's important to understand that OpenAI's pricing is 100% usage based, meaning you only pay for the tokens you use. If you're an AI automation agency, an AI freelancer, an AI enabler, I strongly recommend billing token usage to your client's card to avoid charges on your end. The only exception is if you have your own software tool that uses tokens like how I do with Ideify, where we charge users a fixed monthly fee and set a token limit based on their usage and subscription they choose. But that's a topic for a whole other video. Now, what are tokens? Tokens are essentially credits that power the AI, kind of like how you pay for gas to drive a car. Now, these days, it could be electricity. Tokens are the same. You're essentially paying for the computing power the AI needs in order to perform a task. Or in this example, AI automations, which is dirt cheap. Now, AI automation is fundamentally about building systems that are intended to augment expensive human tasks. In other words, make our work easier and more enjoyable so that we can focus on things that matter the most. So the more tokens you use, the more you'll pay, or the more your clients will pay, but it still remains very cost effective. So inside of OpenAI's developer platform, we're going to want to create an API key. So to do that, we're going to click into dashboard right over here on the top right, API keys. And I recommend creating an API key for each scenario you build and Make just to keep things more organized and you actually have more control over your API keys. Now, before we do that, I recommend putting a card on file so it will charge your token usage. You should get free token credits, but it's easy to use all of them up. And once you hit your limit, your automations will completely pause until you pay for more credits. So I recommend doing this first. Again, this could be your client's card if you're building an AI automation for them, or your card if you're building it yourself. So add a card and then make sure to set limits. Now, to do that, you want to click on your profile picture right over here, your profile. It's going to be on the top right. And then you want to go to billing. And then there should be a button called add payment details. And then once you put a card on file, we'll actually just head on back to the dashboard and the API keys to generate a new API key. So make sure you do not share this API key with anyone who's outside of your organization, because it will automatically charge the card you put on file based on how many tokens you use. You can set a limit so that the usage price doesn't go over budget. If you're building this for your clients, even yourself, I would recommend storing this API key in a software called 1Password, which is a safe place to digitally store all of your API keys and passwords so that nobody can get access to it. Because for security reasons, OpenAI will not let you view your API key again in your OpenAI account. So store it somewhere safe and do not lose it. Now, to create a new API key, you're just going to click create a new secret key, and then you're going to name it whatever you want. I typically label it based on the scenario I'm building in Make, which you can always come back and edit it. So in this name, I'm just going to leave it blank for now. And then for the project, you're going to select the project. and then create new secret key. Now, I'm just going to copy the API key. And then again, I would paste it into a 1Password or someplace that's secure. So let's go ahead and leave this tab open because we're going to come back to it shortly. Now, once that's squared away, we're going to head back over to Make and then connect your API key and start actually building AI automations. Now, at this point, it's easy to get lost and come to a stopping point due to the complexity of building new automations. That said, I wanted to give you my 3-step framework to find and build AI automations. Now, first, you want to identify a problem within a specific role or department and start there. Second, you're going to explore various applications you can use inside of Make to draft out this scenario. Third, you're going to create that rough draft automation to prepare for testing, iterations, and eventually scheduling, which I'll show you in just a bit. So let's just say one of my clients, or myself in this example, spends a lot of time trying to keep up with content creation. They're having difficulties trying to find new ideas, make it their own, and even distribute that on various social media platforms. Now, this is actually a problem AI and automation can solve. So the next step is I'm actually going to explore different applications that I can build this scenario with inside of make.com. Now, there are a few ways to go about this. Number one is you can go into the dashboard and create a new scenario from scratch. However, this could be difficult to do as a beginner. And the other option is to browse different templates over here and clicking the search bar and typing OpenAI and exploring what AI automation scenarios people are using in real time. There's really no need to recreate the wheel here, as there are plenty of templates to build upon that are proven to work. Now, the other way, and this is probably one of my favorites, is using their AI assistant to build a new scenario. Now, to do so, we're going to go back into scenarios and create a new scenario. And then we're going to click on the AI beta button on the bottom right. And then you're going to provide it with the information based on the problem you're trying to solve. Now, this is really the tip of the iceberg when it comes to building AI automation. In my experience, some of the most effective scenarios start as templates and are then customized to the business or the problem that you're trying to solve. And it's really about understanding the nuances or the mechanics of the business, identifying which apps you can use to best solve those challenges, and weaponizing your creativity here. So I'm going to use their AI assistant to help me build an automation that helps with content creation. So what I said is I want to automate posting from my blogs to social media with ChatGPT. And I just sent it like how I would with ChatGPT. And then I'm just going to wait for an answer. It gave me a pretty good response. And then it asked, would you like me to set up a new scenario for this? And then I said yes. I'm going to click find templates. And I'm actually going to say show me an example blueprint and see what happens. And boom, it recommends using this template right here, which says automate posting from blog to social media with ChatGPT. So that one sounds interesting. I'm going to go ahead and open it and see what that's about. It actually sent me over to a template that's already pre-built. And I think this is pretty cool. So I'm just going to skip guided setup and I'm just going to play around with it and use it. Now over here, this is going to require me to connect my blog hosting, which is WordPress. I'm going to have to connect my OpenAI account, which I'll do in a little bit. So essentially what this automation is when I post on WordPress or my blog hosting website, for example, it's going to trigger an automation that's going to help generate that social media post and then publish that on different platforms using ChatGPT. So again, the social media post that it's going to redistribute to is Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. You can obviously change this and customize this to however you like, but this is already a really cool pre-built automation. Now to enable AI, what we're going to do is we are going to click over here and then create a connection. Now I already have a connection, but essentially to add a new one, you're going to hit add where it says API key. You're going to paste your OpenAI API key over here along with your organization ID over here. If you wanted to, you could just click this link and it should take you. And then you're just going to copy this organization ID and then paste that over here. Now, once that's done, you're just going to hit OK. And then just make sure that all of your connections with ChatGPT is enabled throughout all of your automations. And then once you're done with that, you're just going to hit scheduling and then you're going to keep that on so that whenever you post a new blog post, it's just going to trigger the automation. And then that's it. So that's my quick tutorial on how to build AI automations that work in any business using Make, which is a free software to get started aside from, the OpenAI API costs. This is an incredible opportunity for those looking to sell AI solutions to businesses, which is really, what my end goal is. So please take advantage of this, use it as much as you can. And, this is just a key function enabling AI in make.com, which opens up so many doors to build new AI automation scenarios. Now, I'll let you play with it yourself with the prompting, the various applications. If you want to watch a video that goes over how to actually build a profitable AI business step by step that actually includes more AI automation templates you can install, I'll put that up here, which I've actually recorded recently. But aside from that, that about wraps up this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.